forget omo betna a year screen. So as I say, because they lack the intelligence, they cannot string together a sentence, a statement of intelligible counter argument. You know, the omo be ya ne say o mame, o papa, o fin, papa o and I will put the need and rent it, but you ignore all a frustration. A frustration to the point that minia bema bobi answer ye minia o onye nchen bobi answer o ye minia pa ya ko recruit bobi answer class on be join it because mini Teletubbies snake kitchen bloggers no omo hu atemdidie no sunti bobi enso be join it because it just beats my mind say minia pa bobi answer can just pick a microphone and say that if you Pokua no a menopause na ye no say witchcraft to first and foremost you can never shame me with menopause Allah. Aboni menopause nkwa wendru hu no wuye no. So you can never shame me. You can never attempt to put me to shame. Menopause ni ye ade a onyankopon abo amanipa. So you can never put me to shame with menopause. A frustration because initially time e ba I say kania no bo no kosro. So consumers, ordinary Ghanaians are complaining about kania about no starting here. Or if we TikTok so no deal matters. Now once we came to point out to him, say, look, there's a social contract. Now political science now one here. One politics I say there's a social contract between the president, the governing party, and the Ghana Forum because they have every right to complain. And why no say no one copy be from and or shifty at the end of the call President Kufuor. Else, yeah, can you buy a ding? Doom so abba. What has that got to do with President Kufuor, who has left power for almost 20 years? But because no person come at the President Kufuor, no chance the President Kufuor so and the young man ambassador exposing propaganda. No, you see that no be said in the video be man was yeah diversity taxes and then we are exposing your incorrigible ignorance. We are exposing your propaganda. We are exposing your lies. But we are staying on business. Oh, yeah, exposing your lies in that we are not following you to your diversity tactics. We are exposing your lies, but we're staying on business. Talking, and let's say I'll talk about the public debt. We'll talk about that. But because person you become but the national issue say doom so can they ensure say able to talk and then answer many make a sign of fine come down do me. We will continue to talk about that. Car lorry fare kosro. Say GPI any other groups across here more because petrol no yatum. There's no reason why they should not increase their fares. We will continue to talk about it. There is no amount of omame abua kwasi about the opa kofa umini Teletubbies name kitchen bloggers na academy ones no monye kwasi abasa 1 year we will still fire first no near CMF about 5 years or 8 years you have hounded, you have insulted me cry there just say me cry there me class 1 and me from home ka home come me we my attempts and me onim krasa me doesn't even affect me because really it doesn't do anything to me because it doesn't change the facts of the matter, which is that there's a social contract. In fact, Ghana, your constitution, they say media fund, we have to hold government accountable for the people. One can say hold opposition or see constitution, or see we have to hold government accountable for the people. And to all force our government about and nobody has a right to hold your government accountable. I want to politics not to cut not out when you say what for the 1 year, yeah, you could take by your Wabeko school review. Wabeko school. Also to what kind sa a demo can come at them didier and I want you move the masters at them didier PhD. But you can't divert the same attention to books. To me for the same attention so I am frustrated because sometimes people, because this week say a lot of people have called me calling me bush and former country on jai kitchen blog and asem can and no did attempt to them say hey Professor PAV and Sano head our School of Communication Studies and I can't say we shall descend into the pits of hell. We will fight you and deal with you and strip you of the corruption and ignorance. So yeah, we will climb back into the Eiffel Tower. Shit. We would descend into the pit of hell. Obetachi otumfo, obetachi asanteman, obetachi nkraiman, obetachi infantefo, obetachi any tribal group or Ghana. We would descend into the pit of hell. Deal with you. We are near frost or near ohroyo. First near CMFU. First near CMFU. Now did the attempt say obi and sobium. Because now, some people will say, because I realize, you want chlorophobia to say TikTok, you say, oh, come, matter, hey, Mr. Mammy, come, no, Debbie. Now we will represent all those people and fight for them because of more voice. Yeah, you be face you. And the more you insult, the more that will expose your unintelligent, ignorant, but abusive, empty conco of a person that you are. Because of what intelligent counter argument, you can forcefully make your intelligent counter argument without one iota, one word of insult. But with default mode, no, because brain no happen. Baby, a brain capacity draw no one clutch. The brain cannot extend any further. And to account one sentence, we are because with the work here, one episode or even 1 month, Ben no bet me without insulting anybody. That insult, no, done a joke. No, they go, hey, give you Angela a nice girl, hey, where the now a joke. That is the full capacity of the brain. No thinking, no intelligence, no attempt to read, no attempt to understand the issues, nothing. And come back of a fake document, I bet not a President Kufuor loan. When, like I showed you the record, and your company, Chief Kufuor company, on apply for loan. As we see in Jao, never painting at Ariasha President Kufuor say or your cron for Wako Yesika. And you know, you're lazy, not take a wheelchair, and I said, you don't for the piano. And when we stopped you, you are so frustrated. I come not back and more not sorry. Frustrated because we have stopped you from defaming President Kufuor. We have stopped you from insulting President Kufuor. We have stopped you from abusing President Kufuor. We have stopped you from insulting PZ4. We have stopped you from insulting Asantimen. You know, but now say, Otun for na Ghana problem and Otun for na Galam say. Meanwhile, Senka, who you dear. And now you appreciate knowledge. Even like I said, a cursory look, I've been reading Minerals Act. And the Minerals Act that showed you, say, Ghana, your gold, your bauxite to a diamond, even a moba cry, a pire boy, a license or Minerals Commission work, because it's part of mining. It's classified as a mineral resource. Open to come, but now because I know two for the Ghana problem. And I said, you will 7 predators, I'm a boat for the Anama Musu. Sikaja Kofina Casamisrono. And to me, Cassentia be about quoting you. You come and say the 2 for Nanam so much 7 Quasiasem say, can you imagine? Can you imagine using these words? Paid assassins. Me say, a Jumani Nanye, only paid assassins. Paid assassins who have equally recruited, subcontracted assassination, or Omujumani character assassination. On Kobe to say Kofi Adoma ya paineni. A Kofi Adoma tini baby and Nakopadaroma, ya 7-8 surgeries. Asana Kofi Adoma ni ba kuno create to me poye AYEKA edi. Then he insults Kofi Adoma and saying, ya go ejumano, and then Kofi TV no kwaye useless. And I tell them, what to be your interest? What to be so Kofi TV no go other people no money idea or GA21 for concern me omuni ho. Me say sa assassination of character embaso. Kofi where Koku Bako Malik, Alaji Koku Bako Malik onam ho. He's a walking encyclopedia. Who did Koku Bako attempted enye who did Koku Bako attempt till that kingdom come enye, because I've seen videos on ye Koku Bako what Koku Bako has achieved. Who to me achieved 1 zillionth. Oh, to me, actually, 1 zillionth. Because it's not about Kikemu. It's not about no. It's about contribution to national development. And Koku Bako is in a class of his own. Yamma said, men are determined Ghana the Obekasa. One hour be determined the Obekasa. One hour be determined the Obe criticize it. One hour be determined what the person people should criticize about. Now, one out to your videos. One out to your Lord Mobi. The impudence of a dying cockroach. A countryman song go best a year present. O concombability. Your concombability. Won't I be determined time of being complaining? Anytime I'm more being complaining, we will stop you in your tracks right there, right now. Me see first for so many years, the 2020 elections. Akwesi mema kwasasa election results. Obi anadwene don low IQ. Already onim electoral processes no. Until election system, as I say, elections, elections are your collated results no polling stations. Near the collated results, no pink sheets. No. Yeah, the Aba collation center. A do collation center, you collating in now. Yeah, the Aba a strong room. I want election commission. Now we are easy new one. They have set up a regional umbrella too. So from polling station to collation center to regional collation center, and national easy collation center. But on Tiasie, akwa we to me betina ho e da NDC fu soldiers ni mini bloggers say Afia Pokua wako change Mahama election results na Mahama wini or the Mahama de na Akufo-Addo no de Akufo-Addo de na ware no amma Mahama. Then the people have the audacity to come back to UTV say ye ba the go Akufo ye be hwe as they go Afia Pokua ho because ni nyina ma fi o ni nyina ma fi. Even I reported to the police headquarters CID. Omunyina suro no so obedi o matem say Afia we dey akwa we dey DCOP friend say can ye boa omunyina etina na so de call friend say CID. As far as I remember Yera Martin Pebu case or they call Supreme Court, which is that offense be obi including murder obi kro obi kra bailable. Now the discretion lies with the judge so bema bail no. In this case, I brought charge here. They are charging America. Me, I don't associate myself with that comment because I want us to protect the judiciaries. In the NDC must dissociate itself from any attempt to use the judiciary, no. Because under no circumstance, what is the justification for a judge saying there? Offense a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor. I understand sometimes what the argument of the judge making is that or person protect your brother because of granting bail or but you have sureties. You can even bond the parliament can't comment to you can be a man say. But to hold the person in custody, me say I want to say we are using the judiciary no against Abronye. But me say Abronye is not somebody who is my favorite. So the issue is not about Abronye. That is why I say Abronye is my favorite and can be someone me kobeka say me come Abronye. No. Abronye me matna hanum say I'm maka. Actually MPP for your internal prime minister Abronye ye a Canadian Japan. I spoke against it. Though that is better say benya ugly noises than to suppress the people. And any attempt to say Rebecca say en chicken crofo. That's what I'm saying. It's Abronye. I'm not a friend saying say judge, you know, I say Abronye a good and clearly as some Abronye kind is completely unwarranted. And yet some was all come. But defamation. And that's why the boss something like that we should strike a section of the Criminal Act because it is being abused by politicians. It's been abused by politicians. And I make us a judiciary nankasa. The judiciary will refuse to allow politicians